"911, what's your emergency?"
You have to help us. He's bleeding. Oh my God, Sam!
"Miss, please calm down. Please state the nature of your emergency."
There's been a crash. They're hurt. You have to help them.
"We're dispatching units to your location. Please stay on the line until they arrive."
In a world where regrets are common,
I was ignorant to a lot of little things that nearly cost me my life.
I was scared with a lot of emotions running through me.
When I tell people I'm a survivor, they need to know what made it possible.
Welcome to the Dr. Vine Show, a podcast for people of all ages, highlighting and discussing health and well-being in grand style.
Welcome to a brand new episode of the Dr. Vine Show. In this episode, I'll be tackling a popular question I get asked. How do you prevent getting skin cancer? It's fairly common to everyone that exposure to the sun can trigger the development of skin cancer. Now, one vital question I'll want you to ask yourself is, does the sun cause skin cancer then? At what point will it cause you skin cancer if so? Take a time and think of the answer.
DICU. Listen to the health topics discussed intensively. The very important topics dissected into details. Get informed, stay informed.
Theoretically, if the sun causes cancer, then the moon should cause cancer, since it is a reflection of the sunlight. Right? No. The ultraviolet rays from the sun is the prime culprit for skin cancer, but it needs other factors to get it to develop. Imagine your coffee. You need the coffee, and you need water to get it to the perfect mixture to drink. See skin cancer like that. Being exposed to the ultraviolet rays from the sun is not 100% enough to cause you to develop skin cancer. Certain races are more predisposed to develop skin cancer. Also, the lesser melanin pigments the skin has, the more the risk of developing skin cancer. To identify skin cancer early, when it is more treatable, you need to have frequent skin examinations, especially if you are at risk. Checking for new or unusual growth on the skin, changes in size, shape, or color of an existing skin spot or mole, or an open sore of unknown origin, helps you identify skin cancer early. How frequent should you check yourself? I recommend you check yourself once a month and visit a dermatologist once a year if you have no risk factors. More frequent examinations are recommended for persons who are at risk. How should you perform these checks? In a room with more than adequate lighting and a mirror, start from the top of your head. Check for new spots or growth, or changes in the previous ones seen. Spread your hair to get a clearer view of your scalp. From the scalp, move down to the face. Look at the forehead, cheeks, eyelids, nose, ears. Also look behind your ears and back of neck with the help of a mirror. Go down to your arms, forearms, hands, then chest, abdomen, back, thighs, legs, and feet, front and back. Get a partner, friend to help. Under the breast should not be overlooked in females and overweight males. With this in mind, If you're sure you're safe, what further preventive measures should you follow? We'll talk about the 5 most important ones in the discharge summary.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The discharge summary, your top 5 health prescriptions.
Certain jobs require you to always be on the move and under the sun frequently. Number 1. Reduce your exposure to the sun, especially between the hours from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Don't let anyone fool you into thinking you're absorbing vitamin D from the sun, unless the D stands for disease. Best time to sunbath for vitamin D is before the 9 a.m. sun, when the sun isn't at its peak. If you have to be under the sun beyond 9 a.m. for reasons beyond your control, stay in a shade as soon as you can. Wear a hat to protect you from the sun. Wear long sleeve shirts, tops, and trousers, and you will need an ultraviolet blocking sunglasses. New clothes nowadays come with a UPF on this label. What does that mean? The UPF stands for Ultraviolet Protection Factor. Check the label of your clothes. A clothing with UPF 50 means only 1/50 of the ultraviolet radiation from the sun can pass through the fabric and reach your skin. So what's the second most important preventive measure? Use a sunscreen, especially one with a sun protection factor of 30 or more, if you'll be outside longer than 20 minutes. An SPF of 30 means 97% of UV B rays, that is the ultraviolet B rays, are filtered out. A more preferable sunscreen is one that is broad spectrum, water resistant, and protects against ultraviolet rays A and B. When you sweat out or hard water wash away the previous one, reapply another sunscreen within 60 minutes. The general rule is to reapply sunscreen every 2 hours, after using a towel, when sweating, after being in touch with water. Preventive measure number 3, don't go tanning under tanning beds, or under tanning boots, or under a sun lamp. They are highly carcinogenic. Why? They have concentrated ultraviolet lights. Don't assume that getting tanned now reduces your risk of skin cancer. The next point, beware of windows. They may be the window to skin cancer. Glass does a good job in blocking ultraviolet ray A, but not B rays. Driving in a car can give you the sense of protection from the sun, but the car windows do not protect from ultraviolet rays A and B. And so does the back windshield, and so does aeroplane windows. Your clothing and sunscreen come in handy too. A safer way to drive around is by applying ultraviolet protective window films to the vehicle glasses. And to the last preventive measure point, and this is directly from the American Academy of Dermatology. Use extra caution near water, snow, and sand, as they reflect the dangerous rays from the sun and can increase your chances of a sunburn. And that's all on this exciting episode on prevention of skin cancers. Go out there and get an appropriate sunscreen for your skin, most importantly. Until next time.
You are listening to the Dr. Vine Show, the most educative show on the planet.